Welcome everyone to the first episode here at Brado Art. My name is Ben and I'm looking forward to putting a little bit of the knowledge that I've earned, I guess, in the years of becoming an artist, putting it out there and trying to help you guys on your journey to becoming a better artist as well. Obviously, I imagine just like a lot of you, I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. And if it's something that you love doing, you just never stop doing. I never really thought there'd be a way to actually generate some sort of income or lifestyle and be able to draw for a living. So I'm looking forward to just sharing a little bit of the things that helped me to get onto my way where I can kind of consider myself a professional artist. So let's start this off with the top 5 things I wish I'd known when I had started drawing. These might be little things that can actually help you guys improve very quickly that I know that had definitely helped me out. And the first thing that I want to start with is to let you guys know that I think anyone can draw anything they want, really, so don't hold yourself back. I know that myself, I was always into comics and I loved comic art and cartoon art, so I thought that, that's probably as good as it would ever get. I always kind of held myself back and said that, I could probably do some comic art maybe, because that's just lines and pencils, but I don't want to touch color, that's crazy. Who's gonna figure that out? So I always kind of took a step back and I was very scared to kind of try new things. I always thought I'll just stick with what's comfortable. It wasn't until later on where I started to push myself and try new things. One main example of that was I actually started doing portraiture. I never thought I could actually do portraiture of people. That just seemed insane to me. But a few years back I just said, stuff it. I'm just gonna try it out and keep working on it. And I'd seen other people get better and I thought, well, maybe I could get better too. So I started learning myself and boom, now I can do some portraiture. It's not the best that's out there and I know that I can continue to improve. And so that's the main thing that I want to let everyone know, that is if you can draw a stick figure right now, or you can draw a square or a circle, you can become one of the greats as well. So don't hold yourself back. Now the next one is just a very quick tip, but I find it actually made a big difference in my art and helping me move forward and improve things really quick. And that's just by the simple thing of just flipping the canvas or just using a mirror and just looking back at your drawing and seeing the reverse. You can start to see things different. Sometimes when you're working on something and you're just always looking at it in one view, it's very easy to think that everything's looking fine. But if you do simple things like take a step back, but I find the greatest thing for me is also just completely flipping it. In digital, it's very simple. Just flip your canvas and boom, you get to have a quick view of what your canvas is looking like, and it'll quickly tell you where the mistakes are, where things are improving, instead of staring at it for 5 hours going, why isn't it this working? So that's something that I would definitely encourage everyone do if you're not already doing it. Now the next one is something that I actually didn't try until maybe a few years ago. I've been drawing all my life, but I always thought that drawing from life or drawing landscapes or plein air painting or just going to a life drawing class, that just seemed like, oh, I don't need to do that. That's just for if you want to be a fancy painter or something. But I've actually found that learning by drawing from life as opposed to just photos or drawing from just really most of the times I've learned how to draw is actually looking at other artists' work, which is a fantastic way as well to learn. But you're learning via the interpretation of life through that artist. So it's also good to get out there and have your eyes try and interpret the world. So very important thing, if you're not doing it already, try and put aside some time, at least a few times a week, where you just go outside and just draw random items in the world, or even inside your own little studio, your office. And if you can get a friend to sit down and just for half an hour while he's watching TV, just sit there and just try and draw them. So you're training your eye to see the world and then interpret it back onto the page, and that's just going to continue to improve and you're going to get better and better just by understanding the world. And that's pretty much what we do. Like as an artist, you draw the world. So look around you, draw everything. If you see a brick, draw that brick. Make it an amazing brick. So with the next one, along with doing life drawing, one thing I always felt, I don't know if it's everyone, but I always thought that if I used reference or if I looked at photos to try and draw a pose or to get an expression of a face, I was cheating in some way. I don't know if that was just from being a kid and people were like, oh, you just copied that. Oh, you're not really a good drawer, you just copied that. think maybe that was just me. Well, if it's you, it's okay to use reference. If you need to draw something and you need a particular hand that needs to grab a cup, jump on Google Images, find a hand that's holding a cup and draw it, bring it into your image. That's how you learn. Like, not everyone has a huge library of images to pull from. That just comes with time. The more that you draw, the more you'll be able to draw things without needing reference. But you need the reference. It's just like a language. You can't learn the language unless you've gone through the dictionary and learnt a few words so that you can start to have a conversation. And once you're starting to have a conversation, everything just flows better and you pick things up a lot quicker. So use reference, guys. Please don't be afraid to use reference. It's definitely a great way to improve your work now and to learn at the same time. Now, the most important thing I want to stress is the last one, which personally, I don't believe it's about talent. I believe it's all about the amount of time that you put into your art. The amount of time you learn studying, the amount of time that you just sit there doodling, drawing random things. If you love doing it, it's actually quite easy, right? So it shouldn't feel like work. So if you can find 30 minutes in a day where you can just do a little bit of drawing, open up a comic book and be like, oh man, Batman looks sweet in that panel, and just try and draw Batman in from that panel. That's kind of how most artists I hear about started, was just drawing pages out of comic books. And then you just keep going on from there. So don't be discouraged if you find yourself stuck or if you feel you're not progressing as fast as you wanted to. It takes time, guys. Not everyone can pick up things as quick, but if you keep at it and you keep drawing, you will get better with time. And in the end, you're doing something that you love, so it should be quite pain-free, really. So don't be discouraged. So that's gonna be it, guys. I think this is okay for a first film. You guys can let me know in the comments. If you want to know more about things, again, pop it in the comments section. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button. It's my first video, guys. Hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And I look forward to sharing little quick tips once a week at least. And hopefully I can get some live streaming happening where you guys can just ask me anything, and I'm hoping we can even do some ask me to draw anything. I think that'll be a good challenge for me, and I think that could be fun for you guys as well. Well, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Again, let me know your thoughts, and if you haven't already, go draw something. Bye. Looking forward about that. Sorry. Start this. See. By the